Hi, Elaine here. countryhomeandheart.net is my website. And tonight we're going to be making pecan crusted salmon. Now this is a really good recipe for watching your weight. Let me run through the nutritional information. Now this is based on a 6-ounce serving, and unfortunately these that I have here tonight were only like between 2 and 4 ounces, but they'll work. We're going to improvise and make this work anyway. But so basing this on a 6-ounce serving, it has 391 calories and 6 grams carbohydrate. So that's not too bad for minding your weight. And also, even if you're not watching your weight, this is a really easy recipe to do. Now I kind of stumbled across this a few years ago. I went to a restaurant with some ladies from our church, and they had pecan crusted salmon on the menu, and it was absolutely delicious. So I started looking for recipes so I could make it at home, because it was pretty expensive to get at that restaurant. And every recipe I found was way more calories and way more fat and way more carbohydrate than I wanted for me, because I was really working on getting down at that time. And so I kind of devised my own recipe and ran it through a nutrition analyzer, and it found out it was right in the limits that I wanted, and it tasted really good on top of it. You really don't think you're dieting. It's very similar to that we ordered. But let's get started. Okay, and I'm going to turn you down so you can see. Now I have my salmon patties. Or it's not salmon patties, my salmon fillets. And like I said, they're between anywhere from 2 to 4 ounces each. So we are going to be improvising a little bit. Now for a 6-ounce fillet, we would be using 1 tablespoon or 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise on each one. And like I say, these are smaller, so I'm going to be using smaller measurements here. So this is only about a half a teaspoon that I'm putting on this one. Okay, and let me get another one. And you just rub it in. Pretty easy. You just rub that right in. Okay, and there's another one. And then the last one. Okay, there we go. This is a real little one, so I probably don't want to use all that. There we go. Okay. So I have that coated. Let me just put the lid on my mayonnaise. Okay. And now what we're going to do now is, in this bowl I have 3 teaspoons of melted butter. And to that 3 teaspoons of melted butter, get out a spoon. Okay. We are going to add 3 tablespoons of pecans, chopped pecans. And the reason I'm doing 3 is because if I was doing a single 6-ounce fillet, I would only be using 1, but I'm going to be using 3 because, like I say, I'm kind of improvising with the amount that I have. And I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of Panko breadcrumbs. And the last thing I'm going to add is 3 tablespoons of the Parmesan cheese. And you can just use the one in the jar, it's fine. No problem at all with that. Okay, and I'm just going to take my fingers and kind of mix this together in with this melted butter. Okay, and then this is kind of what we have. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a tablespoon of this and I'm going to put it right on top of my salmon pieces. Get a little more there. Okay, there's one. And you just spread it on with your fingers. That's the best way to do this. Okay. And there's another one. And again, we're just going to spread that on with our fingers. And then the last one. Okay, I have a little bit extra, so I'm going to kind of go over some of those that were a little bit more sparse. And now when you're using a 6-ounce fillet and you follow the measurements exactly, which I'm going to put down in the description below for you, it comes out perfectly. So, okay, so I had just a little more, but that's all right. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put this in a 425 degree oven, which is what I've had over here heating up. And they go in there for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll go ahead and get these in the oven, and I will be back with you. Okay, I'm back and our salmon is ready. One thing I had forgotten to tell you is when I bake that salmon, I put it on a cookie sheet that was lined with aluminum foil, and I sprayed that foil with cooking spray because we don't want those to stick, and they didn't. So I'm going to turn you down and let you look. Okay, and here's my plate. I've just got the salmon, and I've got some green beans, and here's my husband's plate. He's got a baked potato along with his salmon. And so we're going to get this started. And again, like this is a very, very good meal if you work or if you're watching your weight, or even if you're not watching your weight, because it's just good. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and eat. And so, okay, so I'm going again to list the ingredients down below, but they're going to be based on a 6-ounce fillet. So, and if you had a 6-ounce and you wanted more, you just double or triple whatever you need there to get what you to get enough for as many fillets as you have. Okay, so we're going to eat, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.